first opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Soldier Field. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Start the drive with Cook. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box. And there's nowhere to run the football.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Cousins. In trouble here, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's Michael Carter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Jones. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Bears take over. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Fields now to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Bears. Velus Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Nwangwu now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. Where do you see these guys going after, either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the Bears getting the road victory, so they'll look now to take the season series here at Soldier Field. Fields throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tyrell Williams from 13 yards out. And the Bears have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Nwangu now for his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a give running right. It's Cook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Fields on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A shotgun snap, Fields. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Fields. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right side, they're going to go option here. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, He motivates your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
This is such a good first touchdown of this game. And that fifth way out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Get victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 35 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens. Although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise... Sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here's Cook again.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the wide side with Cook. And some room to maneuver. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Fields to come back there for a Chicago first. Now it's Fields. He'll drop it off to McAllister as running back. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now Fields. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. Touchdown.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Rager catches it left side.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Working with a 2nd and 3. Cousins now. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Well, there are several factors in play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters, but in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long...
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Here's Fields.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Robert Quinn able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Here's Jones on the return. 51 yards on the punt there.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Meanwhile, Fields' throw there taking him by Dorsett. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Darnell Mooney, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears are able to add on to their first half lead. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Fields trying to throw for it.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing offense.
Oh, that's true. You've said that before. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Maybe a free play here. Cousins. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Now Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead down to 20.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Looking downfield for Jones. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Bears.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Andrew Booth picks it off.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Taken from about the 12.
So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
Back to throw. Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run with Montgomery. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd and goal, Fields. And it's caught. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
To throw is Fields. There's Mooney with another catch.
Touchdown!
Darnell Mooney.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year.
And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or 2? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
Yeah, exactly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Landon Collins.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Up the middle they go with McAllister. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Cousins. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blow that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Jones on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. One play action. Fields looking downfield for Jones. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Chicago. 77 yards. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Fields now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Velus Jones there to make the grab. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. as they run up and send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. He just danced away from that one defender on his way to a gain of about 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw is Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Under pressure, they got him again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Guys, with his time in the pocket, we're supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing just about on his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. On the return is Jones. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake, because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields looking downfield for Jones. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Off play action, Fields. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. This is brought in at the 21. 13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. They do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To try again after the sack. Cousins forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. From the red zone now, Cousins. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing there but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
That's going to be caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it.
That's caught inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game...
And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this play game